Well, hello and welcome to Canoehound Adventures. Today I am in London, Ontario at the Nova Craft Canoe Factory and the London Paddle Shop. Today we'll be taking you on a Nova Craft factory tour just to see how Nova Craft canoes are put together, built right from start to finish. And by the end of the day, I'm going to be leaving with a new family member. So stick around and see what we have in store for you. So here we are inside of the London Paddle Shop, which is the storefront of Nova Craft Canoes. Very well equipped store with everything you could think imaginable when it comes to canoe equipment, including of course Nova Craft canoes and paddles and PFDs and anything that you might need for your backcountry tripping. All right, so I'm here with Beverly, and she's going to tell us a little bit about the mold preparation that goes into preparing before they actually lay resin.
We put gel coat first.
Okay, so can you explain the process, folks?
Right now, I've already scraped the flange. I take off all the leftover paint that doesn't need gel coat. And then I wipe out all the paint chips. And then I'm cleaning the seam currently. I need a smooth seam because if I don't fill it in, paint can get in there and then I pop it, it'll be sharp and I can hurt myself or others. So we just fill it in real smooth. I have like a little indent in here just so it doesn't go inside the mold or inside the boat.
Preparation of the molds at this stage is key to producing a blemish-free exterior of the canoe. This is all in preparation for the next phase, the gel coat stage. So this is the paint booth, and this is where they're preparing the molds and getting ready to paint the outer gel coat on. As I was told, all the outside colors, they try to paint all at the same time, just for efficiency and to keep things all in check. So basically she's wiping out the mold to make sure there's no dust or any contaminants in it. And then in a few short moments, she will actually be spraying a gel coat into the inside of this mold, where it will come out here to dry and then be ready for the next phase. So green is being sprayed right now. That's an outer green gel coat. After the gel coat has been applied, the molds are removed and set to dry in preparation for the next step, laying of the composite materials. So in behind me right now, this is the area where they're laying fabric into the molds which have just been painted. Of course, after they're painted, they have to go through a drying process to make it proper. And what they do here, this is where they're laying down some tough stuff material. And just behind me here in red is a material that's used when in the vacuum process when they're removing the air through the infusion process of infusing the, I'll call it epoxy for lack of knowing the proper term, but yes, so this is where that magic happens. This is the infusion stage. A plastic liner is applied, and using a vacuum, the resin is infused into the canoe's fabric, which may be tough stuff, blue steel, aramid, or even fiberglass. Alright, so it's a little bit noisy here, but right now Beverly behind me is in the process of cracking a canoe out of the mold. So this is where everything has come to an end here as far as gel coating, fabric laydown, infusion. It's been left to dry, and now this is the process where she's actually going to take the canoe shell out of the mold. Let's watch this. Over to the trimming department. So here at Nova Craft Canoes, I'm currently in the trimming phase of the factory, and I'm here with Fletcher. And Fletcher's going to tell us a little bit about what he's working on here.
Hi. Yeah, so we're doing a blue steel ash. As you can see, we've got wood on this canoe. It's sought after for the aesthetic. A lot of people like the look of wood, and ash definitely takes a lot more time and a little bit more care. Typically it takes about a full day to get one done, but I think everybody finds that it's worth it in the end. You know.
Makes for a beautiful canoe, right?
Yeah.
So here we are with the next step here at Nova Craft. I'm with Dan in the finishing and repairs section. We'll let Dan tell everybody a little bit about what he does over here.
Hey Dennis, thanks for having us. We're glad you're here. Yeah, this is the repair and finish department. So we take everything that may come off the line that isn't exactly perfect and we make it perfect. We want it to be blemish free so that when you, a customer, get this, it's the best thing you can have to paddle, which we think Nova Craft is. We also do a lot of installation. So the finish part of this is like what we have going on here. We are installing some skid plates. So we cover them all up and make sure that everything looks great for the customer or to be sold as in a retail outlet. We also do some kind of cool things for me as a technician. I get to do customer repairs. So like a boat we have here just to the side has been used for whitewater and it's gouged and scratched. And by the time we're finished with it, we'll have it looking glossy and beautiful again. So that's kind of in a nutshell, that's what we do here in the repair and finish department.
Okay, so basically you're doing all the add-ons, maybe optional stuff in this department?
Yeah, absolutely. We also can do complete outfitting. So if you want to do some whitewater airbags, thigh harnesses, spray decks, everything you can think of, saddles, whatever you want to, however you want to outfit your boat, we can do that here.
Okay, and I recently seen that this past week, Jim Baird was actually here this past week, and he had a video out on that and some stuff on Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah.
And they were showing and going through adding meal straps and water bags and water covers, spray decks. So yeah, this is where it all happens. You're doing a great job. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dennis.
All right, so here we are at Nova Craft Canoe, and I'm here with owner Chris Rath. How you doing?
Doing well.
Good, good.
Welcome.
Yes, you know what? I just finished taking the whole factory tour with Sarah, who's an absolute awesome person. Really cool to see all the stuff that I just seen and how all these Nova Craft canoes are made. You're a fairly new owner to Nova Craft. What made you gravitate towards buying a company that's like this?
Yeah, I've been asked that a few times. I was looking for a business to buy, and I have a background in retail and background in manufacturing, but not necessarily canoes. But I also have an interest in canoeing. So when I had a chance to look at this business, it just all clicked. It was the perfect business for what I was looking to buy.
Right, and you fell into a brand, or not fell into a brand, but you acquired a brand that's been a well sought after canoe brand, especially in the like the Ontario market. But you're pretty much stretched all over the world, right?
Yeah, it was heartwarming to see how many people in all different countries, Europe, UK. I was over at the Palace Sport Show over there in 2019. The number of people that love our brand, love our boats. It was good to hear.
Mm-hmm. Right here, this guy here. I've been paddling Nova Craft canoes for I just say 25 years, but it may have even been longer. Started with an 18-footer, and I've had 3 prospectors since, and now today, in a few short moments, going to be unveiling my new family member, thanks to Chris and the Nova Craft family, of course, and. Yeah, you know what? I have to thank you from the bottom of my heart too for your support that you've shown towards my channel and also Canoehound's Outdoor Adventure Show. I'm very proud to carry the Nova Craft brand, and yeah, man, it makes me feel warm and like part of the family.
Well, you know, it's a great show, and it offers a great service. Connects the canoeing group, right? So it's my pleasure and honor
Thank you.
to support your channel.
Thank you. And let's keep the wheel rolling, as
That's
they
right.
say. And you know, I must say one other thing. I have to commend your staff out there. Everybody I spoke to on the floor, super friendly people, obviously taking pride in their work. There's a few things I couldn't show on there because there are trade secrets within the company, as would be with any
Right.
you know, any company. But doing my best to put out a good video for you to show people all the work that goes into these and the value that you're getting for the dollars you're spending on these fantastic vessels. So by all means, if you're in the market for a canoe, do not overlook the Nova Craft brand. You know, fantastic paddles, very reliable, very sturdy, and keep up the great work, man.
All right.
Thanks
you.
again. All right, so here we are. This is the treat and the surprise I was mentioning earlier. This is the new family member that's coming home with me. Although I know what the boat is, I still haven't seen it because I want the excitement to really build, and I want to see, like, it's that thing, hey, is it a boy or a girl? So Steve was kind enough to wrap it for me so nicely with a bow on top. And Chris and Steve are going to pull the wrappings off, and we're going to get to see my new family member. So, oh my gosh, in true Nova Craft style, people, here it is. Here it is. Oh.
What do you think of the boat house?
Beautiful. First time I've seen this with you showing it with Kevin Callan. I said one day I'm going to have one of these because I think it's an absolutely gorgeous boat. I can't believe the day it's finally here. Good job. Thank you, Steve. Chris, thank you very much. Sarah behind the camera. Thanks, everybody. Woo!
I'll flip it over, see the inside.
Yeah, it's rough. Oh, yeah. Oh, black steel plates. Black web seats. Yoke on it. Ash trim on the inside. The aluminum, standardized aluminum pedals, right? So we've got the black decals on this one here. This is the Bob Special in their special edition package, which gives it all the black trim, the black webbing, the black skid plates, and of course the traditional Nova Craft badge, that the Nova Craft Phoenix, I guess we could call it, in black and gray. This thing is going to look so good on the water. I'm absolutely elated. This is going to be great. This is my solo boat, people. This is the one that's going to be with me in it most of the time, by myself and my dog. So I feel choked up. I feel choked up. Nova Craft for the win. All in all, it was a great day at Nova Craft Canoe, getting to see firsthand the quality and workmanship that goes into each and every one of their canoes. No wonder why I've been paddling Nova Craft for over 30 years. You should too. Thanks for watching, and keep the adventures alive.